And
There you
speaking
go,
of
right?
plays, also
See?
happening this weekend,
Smooth.
Something Wicked This Way comes.
Wait a minute. You're not talking about me, right?
Oh, no,
You
not.
wouldn't do that while I was in the room anyhow.
This would be Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes, presented by Eclipse Theater, happening at the Main this weekend. This weekend, so you got to get your tickets. And from Escape Theater, we got Nancy Lantis in studio. Nancy.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, well, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for asking me.
Okay, so Halloween's around the corner.
Yes.
This is a horror story of sorts, but for someone that is not familiar with Something Wicked This Way Comes, what is this story about?
Well, written by Ray Bradbury, who is one of the iconic science fiction and horror movie writers. Any horror novelist worth their salt today will owe their debt of gratitude to Ray Bradbury. I wouldn't call it a horror story. I call it more of a spooky story. It does start with spookiness. It starts with a couple of boys discovering this creepy carnival that comes to town that is not on the up and up, but it turns into figuring out the difference between love and hate, joy and fear, and where you want to live in there.
Wow. Oh, there you go. Spooky. A spooky story here.
Yes.
And
Is that where the creepy clown look comes from?
oh,
Maybe. I don't know. I think that's just eternal. That's from way back. Well, what I like about this story, especially, is it's good for families this time of year. You know, you've got your Fright Fest for like the teens, and you do have a couple of haunted houses. But this is a really good thing for ages 8 and up because it is spooky and it's a little scary. But it's good for the whole family to come and enjoy.
okay. So and the whole setting here is about this traveling carnival, and we just had a circus come in through town as well.
Thank God we spaced that properly, didn't we?
I know, right? That would have been really
That would
bad.
have been bad for the carnival, yeah, right.
I have to ask personally, why do you think the carnival is such a great kind of a environment to harvest these kind of like spookier feelings, emotions?
Well, I think that's a good question. I think because it is magical, it is wondrous, it is the unknown, and I think that always can take you into a world of fear or a world of wonder. This happens to deal with people's regrets and desires. I said it in 1932, right in the Depression, so there's a lot of people who are out there willing to sell their soul just to have it a little bit better or to be who they used to be, and it's a perfect ripe for the picking for Mr. Dark and Mr. Cougar's Pandemonium shadow shows.
Ooh, so can we expect to see any clowns on stage?
Maybe.
Some clown. It's always got to be
You
clowns.
have to go to find out, dude.
It's always got to be
Oh,
clowns.
we've got carnies, we've got townspeople, we've got a dust witch.
Oh,
A
a
what
dust
witch?
witch.
Ah, you heard me, a dust witch. You gotta come to see what that's
I
all
thought
about.
a dust switch was like that vacuum thing
Yeah,
for
just
the
make
stairs.
Well,
No,
cleaned up a little bit.
that's
You know what I mean?
Dirt
It's-
devil, sir.
Oh,
Is that
dirt,
what that
so,
was?
yeah.
That's a
No,
dirt
we don't have a
devil.
dirt devil.
You know, you talk about he asked about the carnivals and why they kind of come off a little creepy, but they weren't always that kind of carnival. They were referred to as the freak shows, if you remember. In the
Well,
early
and
days,
I
right?
use the word carny politically correctly. It is.
Oh, this is
they're-
not a
they're-
politically
they-
correct show.
They're referred to as freaks in the play.
Yeah.
And we do, and I love a good freak show, man. They don't, it's there's a lot of movies out there like that, Freaks or
Yeah, that one's a classic. Freaks.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of us.
Oh.
And those poor people, the day they had real physical and just abnormalities, it was a way for them to make money.
Yeah,
was a
it
way
sure
for them
was,
to-
and anybody will take advantage of anything too. So you have to make your way.
Yeah, yeah. So Something Wicked. If you're just joining us, we are talking to Nancy Lantis from Escape Theater.
Eclipse Theater, LA.
Sorry, Eclipse Theater.
I'm over 18.
We don't want you to escape the theater. We want you to come to the
That's right. Escape to the theater.
There you go.
Right,
Uh-huh.
Eclipse Theater, LA. And we are talking about their upcoming production here at the Main in downtown Newhall. Something Wicked This Way Comes starts this weekend. Friday is going to be their premiere day. You can get tickets at eclipsetheater.org. And
Actually, I got a better one for you. It's
Oh,
even easier.
okay.
Somethingwicked.eventbrite.com.
oh, okay.
Or you can go to the Main, which is at themain.org website, or eclipsetheaterla.org. But
All right.
somethingwicked.eventbrite.com.
all those.
What I'm always amazed at these community theater type of events is you work the scenes, and how you work the sets and all of that. It's one of those. I don't think people they get so much into the play that they don't really understand what's going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to get a treat with this one because we are doing a very theatrical version in which the cast themselves move the set around. It's a mobile, fluid set. So they move it around, and different set pieces become different parts of the town or the carnival. So you see it happen right there in front of you.
Right. Yeah. I really like that. I like how they set it all up and make it happen. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got a great team. I've got a great bunch of cast of actors that are wonderful, and our crew is wonderful. My assistant director, Margot Caruso, keeps me sane and cleans up all my emails before I send them out, and they're too crazy.
All right. For anyone out there listening, if somebody is interested in joining or being a part of Eclipse Theater, how can they do that?
Well, they can actually go onto our website, eclipsetheaterla.org, and check it out. They can come see our show and talk to myself or Margot or anybody on the crew or cast. We're like a lot of the independent theater companies here. We are community oriented, and I love to cast people and work with people in the community. But we're pretty insular. I mean, we don't have like a huge group of people. We don't have like, okay, here's the admin, here's the set builders, here's this. I mean, my husband is building the set and running the lights and the sound, and all we need is a barn to put on a show.
The
Yeah,
true
well,
community.
less people making the decisions, which means they happen faster, right?
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
In addition to the Halloween-ish themed play, you also already have in the lineup something for Christmas coming up as well.
Yes, we do. We are putting on the highly offbeat, hilariously offensive holiday offering, or Ho Ho Ho. And
Wait a minute.
all of our proceeds, it's going to be a variety show, and all our proceeds go to a family promise here in SEV. And it's a little outside the Christmas box.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It
actually.
is. It's going to be. We're going to have a little. It's a little innuendo. It's a little funny, a little magic, a little stand-up. So that's going to be just one night only. Friday, December 6th.
Okay. Well,
Put your money down for a good cause.
Well, this thing starts Saturday.
This
Only
one
a couple-
Friday.
yeah.
What, for
My show,
something?
yeah,
yeah.
something
11th,
wicked
right?
starts Friday. Yeah.
Starts
Wow.
Friday, runs through.
Friday's the 11th.
Yeah.
God.
Runs through
bless.
Sunday, October 20th. So you have that window there to go enjoy. Get into the spooky season. Get into that spooky feeling.
You want
yeah.
spook? You want real spook?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Hit me.
walk in the Lowe's on Bouquet Canyon.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Go in from the garden section. Don't go in the main door.
Yeah.
And you're in this tunnel of craziness because on the right is Santa Claus and all these Christmas trees and everything else, and then on the left is the Reaper and the witches and all, and it's like they're getting ready to battle each other.
Oh,
And I'm saying to myself, okay, where's the turkey? I mean, we're missing something here, right?
Yeah.
poor
So,
turkey.
And yeah, I know, right? So hey, don't miss out on this. It's at the Main, and we wish you great luck.
Sure, we hope you come see it.
Okay.